Hello，大家好。check 下看我的有没有啊？OK， 有了。OK， cool。Hello, good afternoon everyone. Time back to me again, IBS education platform. Today I'm going to do a few case studies with you all on how education platform, our IBS education platform can help different industry to expand their business, expand their strategies, expand their market reach. Okay. First of all, this is our edu platform, edu.isibs.com. Feel free to explore and register an account with us. If you find any interesting course, do purchase it via our platform. Okay, today I'm going to share with you all how education can help different industry to leverage on their strength and also expand their business. Okay, first, hi, Bowie, is it? Hi, thank you for joining me. Stay tuned, and or maybe you can let me know what industry you're from. Maybe I can do a case studies on your industry, share with you how education can help you. Okay, can help your industry to expand your market reach. Okay, hi Jenny. Do let me know if you would like to know how education can help you all on different industry to build more business, expand your market reach. Do leave me your industry in the chat box and leave me a comment, and I will explain to you and share with you how education can help you all to leverage on your strength and then eventually expand your market reach. Okay, first thing I would like to share on financial planner. This one is a recent case that I actually engaged into. Someone is a licensed financial planner, one of the customer from my side. Then he came to me and asked how he can leverage on education and expand his market reach. First of all, I actually a bit skeptical because financial planner to me is equivalent to agents, right? Insurance agent or unit trust agent, some sort like that. But he shared me something very interesting. Hi, Seong Bu Lai. Hi, Dubai Doven. Thank you for joining me. Do leave if you wanted to know more how education can help you expand your market. Do leave me, do comment me your industry. I will let you know how education can actually help you to expand the market. Okay, I'm sharing since no one is giving me their industry. I will share it on financial planner first. Okay. Financial planner, this guy come to me and ask, I'm not sure how can I leverage on education to expand my market reach. Very interesting question. To me, financial planner, at first I also a bit skeptical because to me financial planner is equivalent to insurance agency, unit trust agents, all those kind of things. And it's actually, they cannot literally openly do marketing in Malaysia because it's regulated by Bank Negara Malaysia. They have compliance issue they need to abide with, okay? But then he shared me something very interesting where I actually didn't know of. Do you know that there's actually two types of financial planner in Malaysia? One is licensed financial planner, another one is certified financial planner. And if only a certified and licensed financial planner, actually they're not representing any insurance company. They are actually represent on their own, not tied to any insurance company or unit trust company. Do you guys know about this information or this knowledge? I bet not every of us know, and it was quite surprised me that he shared with me that there is actually almost 100,000 agents in Malaysia, but only 1,600, approximately 1,600 registered, certified, and licensed financial planner in the industry. Okay, this is something that quite shocked to me, and because normally when I receive agent's name card, they will state themselves as a financial planner, but little did I know they're actually not licensed. Okay, they could have the certification as a financial planner, but they are not licensed. They are not licensed to be a financial planner. This is a very big difference, because as a licensed financial planner, first thing, when you apply for the license, you need to fully resign from the insurance company that you attach to. Okay, so from this point of view, from this thing that he shared with me, I actually was amazed, because this is something that very new to me, and I believe it's something new to the market as well. Not everyone has this kind of knowledge that only a licensed financial planner can call them as a financial planner. So that is a risk if the consumer doesn't know the difference between certified financial planner and licensed financial planner. Okay, because if they don't know, means they are actually taking the risk buying the insurance from a certified financial planner but not a licensed financial planner. And this is how he, as a financial planner, can leverage on education platform to expand his business market. How? Share all this kind of awareness and knowledge to all the people outside there. You are actually not promoting your product, Yeah, it's from an education point of view, you actually create awareness and understanding of the market towards the financial planning industry. It's always when everyone talk about financial planning industry, they're a bit very skeptical. Hi, says Tracy. Hi, Bowen. Welcome back. I'm sharing about how you all can leverage on education platform to expand your business market. Now I'm sharing on financial planning industry first, because it's a customer that came to me recently, asked about this, how he can leverage on education industry to expand his market. Okay, so I was actually having this discussion with him and say, look, the information you share with me just now, the so-called knowledge that you share with me just now, as I work in in insurance company for more than 2 years, and I've been in banking industry for more than 6 years, but this is something that new to me. I'm sure it's pretty new to almost 50% of the in Malaysia, right? I'm not saying to customer only, to all the Malaysian. Do you know the difference between licensed financial planner and certified financial planner? I bet at least 50% of us doesn't know about it. So you can actually start on sharing all this kind of awareness and understanding towards this industry. I'm not asking you to market your product, has nothing to do with your product, but at least you create the awareness and build the understanding. And then from there you build the trust, right? When the more you're willing to share, the more you're willing to teach, you are actually building your authority. You are actually building your authority within your industry, and next time when people, the more knowledge you're sharing with others people, so next time when people think about financial planning, because you are the one that consistently sharing input to them, sharing knowledge with them, automatically they will think about you. So next time when they want to do financial planning, you are the first guy that they can think of. Because remember, that's sort of like branding as well. You can always see, no matter how big the the company is, how established they are, how big they still do branding, because it's kind of like reminder to us, right? It's a reminder to us. So that's why I say, if you keep on sharing information, awareness, knowledge about your industry to everyone in social media platform, in all the social media platform, and especially if you are in professional industry, LinkedIn is a very best platform. I shared how powerful LinkedIn is during my last live session. If you're interested, go to our YouTube channel, you can watch the playback. Okay, how powerful LinkedIn in help us to build our professional background and connection. So the more you share, the more people will start to remember you. So next time when they think about, oh, I want to do because when you share the knowledge with them and the information with them, it's kind of like educating them. Maybe they never thought of the importance of financial planning, but because you consistently put out your input to them and show the value of financial planning, then eventually it's like how your phone or the social media study the algorithm, right? If you say something about financial planning, I'm sure later your phone will bombard you with all the financial planning related posts, advertisement, everything. It's hard for you to resist all this. So this is how branding works, okay? So the more you put out there to the market, to the social media platform, the more you talk about it, the more the platform will feature you, and then you actually build your own IP. This is how you build the trust. And especially in financial planning industry, especially if you want to target high-end audience, like the top 1% in the market, right? Because you are saying about financial planning, manage a fund, big fund, manage their legacy. This kind of big business, high-ticket business, you need to have the trust first, right? Trust is very important. Whenever I talk about sales, first thing I'll mention is people buy your product, your services, or anything that you sell is not because of how good your product is first. The first place always come in is the trust that they have on you. So when you have built out this kind of trust with them, next time whenever they want to do something similar with your industry, the first thing they can think of is definitely you. So this is a reminder, branding. Also, okay, I always associate branding with brand wash, okay? So this kind of reminder keep on reminding you. It's kind of like brainwashing you, right? So whenever you think about financial planner, you will think about this guy because you have seen he always posts about knowledge, information about financial planning. And when he start to shout about his legacy, his achievement with his customer, they will feel like, oh, this guy not bad, right? Maybe I should give it a try. Start from like 5,000, 10,000 kind of fund management first. Then eventually, the more you see the result with this guy, then the more you're willing to pay him in order for him to do the financial planning for you. This is how a financial planner can position themselves in the market without hard selling their product. You're not hard selling at all. You're not selling your product at all in the first place. Okay, remember, you are only creating the awareness and understanding, knowledge sharing, right? So the more they see you, the more they remember you, and the more they understand about financial planning, then only they will realize the importance of it, and then eventually they will come to you rather than you go for them. Right, we always say it's difficult for you to expand your market when you have to force or always ask people come to you. This is the best way for people come to you genuinely and organically without any advertisement. I'm saying without any advertisement, okay? You just need to consistently put yourself out there. Remember, valuable output, okay? Let people have valuable input to them from you. Valuable input from you. You put out the valuable output so people can take in the valuable input. That is something that you can really build on. And another customer that I recently came across is a very interesting industry. We call it funeral services. Okay. It's a taboo, I know. It's a taboo almost everywhere in the world that you talk about funeral services, especially when we say pre-plan. Okay? It's like, wow, what? You want me to pre-plan my funerals? You mean you're cursing me? No, actually, there is a lot of things that we didn't know. Or there's a say that we don't know what we don't know, right? Especially come to this so-called taboo industry, someone that no one willing to talk to, especially with the elderly, they never want to talk about this. And then, but they are the only one that who knows what kind of tradition in the family, right? What kind of tradition run in the family and what kind of things that they need to follow. There are so many do and don'ts, right? But if the elderly reluctant refuse to mention about it, so how we as a younger generation will know unless touch wood you gone through it, okay? You experience it. We don't want that, right? We want to have that kind of knowledge, awareness, or at least understanding first. So this is how I also explained to this person that came to me say, how can I expand my market? Because I'm in this taboo industry, funeral services. Whenever I approach someone will so offended saying that, hey, are you cursing me? I say, look, there are a lot of people out there doesn't really know about there are also actually different faiths actually need different services, right? Like wake service or burial service. There are so many things that we need to follow. We need to know before something happen, okay? I worry that I will say something wrong. Okay, please bear with me if I say something wrong, but it's only for myself, okay? Say if I'm so reluctant to talk about my future funeral services, so how would my kids, my family know what am I wanting for my own service, right? That's why we always say it's the awareness, understanding, and knowledge that you're actually willing to share. Maybe a lot of people will think that, especially in this kind of so special service like funeral that I mentioned, hi, co-work, hi, hello, welcome. I'm talking about how education platform or how education industry can help different industry to expand their market. I'm talking about funeral services. Maybe it's a big taboo in everywhere, not everywhere, but at least in our country, especially among the Chinese. Okay, it's a big taboo to talk about pre-planned funeral service or afterlife planning, right? So there are actually a lot of do and don'ts like I mentioned just now. So I don't want to my family members do something that I don't like. Even though I'm passed away, I still want to be in my way, right? So have to be open, but not everyone have this kind of open mindset, especially the elderly. So what you can do? So the first thing that you need to do is to educate the industry, educate the market, the importance of pre-planning. You must at first let them know what is the pain point if you don't do it beforehand, if you don't have planned beforehand. Yeah, what kind of pain point? I think a lot of people have experienced this. You just pick a few and then you enlarge it, right? What is a pain point? Very common pain point. If you ask me, I can easily pick at least 5 for you. That what kind of pain point that people will face if suddenly things happen and they don't have a pre-planned service for this or pre-planning for all this kind of thing, right? And then another thing is like 终身机 Plant Living Foundation. What is that? Many people will think like, wow, what is that? It's like you want me to like another common words you say cursing me, all this kind. No, actually this 终身机 is planning for a living foundation. It's something that bring you fortune, but because it is not well shared on not all the information is very limited. I won't share limited, I won't say it's limited, but at least it's only available in certain website or certain company that offer this kind of service. So it's not well known, it's not educated to the industry, it's not even communicated broadly in the market or to the client, to the customer, right? That's why people will think that it's a taboo. But once you're willing to break it, because you're actually not saying something that will offend people, you're actually sharing people the knowledge, the understanding, right? The understanding about the awareness about the importance of this kind of service, right? So you're actually building their trust and also building their awareness. So the more you do it, just like the first example that I shared about financial planner, how financial planner can expand their market without marketing their product. or marketing their services, because they actually need to comply with bank negara regulations, so they cannot do a very massive marketing on their product, financial planning product, or it's like unit trust or insurance. No, they can't. Why? Because financial planning branding. Yeah. Hi AI, welcome to join my live session. So this is how, like I shared just now, because they comply to bank negara rules and regulation, they can't openly promote their product. But I'm not asking them to promote their product or services openly, but I'm asking them to build the awareness, raise the awareness about the general information about financial planning. The more people understand about this industry, the more people, and you are the one who keep on giving input giving output to the market for them to have valuable input, you will be seen as the representative, the go-to person when they think about financial planning. Literally, people will come to you. Same for these funeral services. When you share enough information, share enough awareness, create awareness among the young people, and even nowadays we all know Facebook, the user generation is at least like 40 plus. Yeah, so the more you share about this kind of awareness information, the more they read about it or listen about it and talk about it, then you will be the go-to person as well when they want to do something, or they have this thing in mind. Maybe someone finding, or they suddenly feel like, I wanted to do this thing also. So you will be the person that will first come into their mind. Remember the branding that I mentioned just now? It's the same technique. It's like a reminder to everyone, say, hey, I'm actually doing this. See, I'm actually not selling you anything, but I'm actually giving you all the information, knowledge, or awareness that within my industry, within my experience, within my expertise, just sharing, openly share it up with everyone. Don't keep everything within yourself. I think we always in our previous like my grandfather or even my father generation, they don't like to share information publicly, openly, because they will think that like, this is my legacy, this is my formula to success, so I don't want to share with others. But nowadays it's different. We are living in an information overloaded era. Okay, so make sure when you share also, please make sure there's something valuable and there's a takeaway from them, that they can really digest it, accept it, and then eventually they will have their thinking process. Don't worry about hard sell to them. Say, hey, see, I have give you enough information, awareness, knowledge about this thing, so you must come to me and buy from me. No, let them decide themselves. Then it's more convincing when they ask you first rather than you ask them first. The psychology, the reverse psychology I always mention. I think I mentioned this also in my few previous live session before. It's the reverse psychology. If the customer come to you, you have a bigger, you're actually in control of them rather than when you begging for them to come to you. So this is also how funeral services can expand the market as well. I know it's a taboo, but like I say, just sharing a normal information, like different religions, what kind of things that they need to know, they need to follow, or even in Chinese also we have different 籍贯, like Hokkien, Hakka, Guangdong, Teochew, Hainan, all these kind of different 关系, they have actually different culture and different do and don'ts that need to follow. But we will know on our own one, because the market information and not a lot of people willing to talk about it, right? So this is how you can actually tap on this education industry to expand your market without doing hardcore cold call or whatever things. Just give valuable output. Let the customer have a valuable input consistently. Consistently is the key, and also on all social media that you can. And if you want to build for professional platform, the must social media you have, the one must have is LinkedIn. I already shared the benefits of LinkedIn in my previous live session. If you wanted to know more, go to our YouTube channel and listen back, watch back how to build your LinkedIn portfolio professionally. Okay, so I've shared about financial planner and also funeral services in Malaysia. How do they, this is my conversation with them, how they can actually expand their market without doing hard cold call, hard selling, or even promote advertising or on the social media, right? They can literally get their genuine or organic leads come to them when they do what I say consistently. I always say consistently is the key point. Maybe like what I'm doing right now also is actually the same. Like I'm doing this live session on TikTok and on my YouTube channel. At first I don't really it's a single digit. I started from a single digit and don't even have likes previously, but now I'm actually getting double digits in my TikTok live session and also getting more and more likes, and also from zero viewer in my YouTube live session until now I have a few view. So this is how we actually can slowly build our trust, authority, and I say authority is the one most important element that you wanted to build on this. Okay, authority and trust within the industry that you are in. People will think of like you are the go-to person when they think of this industry, right? You wanted to build your own IP as that, then only you will have that kind of authority or power or negotiation power when your customer come to you. Another one very interesting industry that I recently discuss about is with one of my buddy. I attended a few trainings or few different courses last time, so I have this study buddy together with me. She is a Singaporean, and she actually in this great health or comprehensive health industry. In Chinese we call it 大健康, right? So she also in this very competitive industry where she feels that everyone has like nowadays everyone is talk about 大健康, but yeah, the market is aware about this, but aware about this industry, aware of his products, of her products, the company offered by her product, but she can't really she can't really convert it into sales, right? So she comes to me again and say, Wan Yun, you are doing education. Since this is something new to me, I would like to know more how education can help me to expand my market. So this is what I talked to her about. It's the same thing again. First thing, great health or comprehensive health industry is something that eventually will become a professional industry as well. So build your professional portfolio first in LinkedIn. This is always the same script that I have for those that actually doing professional industry, right? First thing of all, you must build your own LinkedIn portfolio and portray yourself as the professional in that industry. Give valuable output so the customer, client, target audience, market receive the valuable input from you. The more you give them, the more they receive, the more they think, the more they digest, the more they can remember you, the more they will have the trust in you. So next time, and sometimes you could have share about, I share how you can schedule your LinkedIn post. We have affirmation, authority, authentic, kind of all things. So you build your authority by sharing your case studies or your achievement. The more you share about this, and plus all the authentic stories that you share, affirmation, or your own personal thoughts, or your knowledge, your experience in your industry, the more people follow you, then the more you share, the more they receive, the more they think, the more they analyze it, they remember you. So it's the same thing again. In great health industry, I believe that a lot of things, especially a lot of myth that we actually can break through. And Apple will take doctor away. As simple as this, is this myth true? Still remain true? Is it true that if I eat apple a day every day, then the doctor will away? No, I think it's no longer applicable to today's world, right? Even at Apple also, you now is with all the coating, wax coating and everything to retain freshness of the apple. But do you think it's really healthy if I eat every day? I asked her this the simple question. Then she was like, oh yeah, all this kind of myth that actually you can break through, and it's from a very new perspective that you give your audience to the and to the market. The more you talk about it, the more myth that you're able to break through. But of course, you must give something as is true. It's not something that you pluck from the air and then you put inside, right? So this is how you can build your authority as a professional in this comprehensive health or great health industry, and then build the trust with the market. I'm not saying about target audience only, because you wouldn't know. Social media, there are a lot of different age group, a lot of different group in social media. You can post it consistently in your Facebook, LinkedIn, IG, TikTok, 小红书, or you have Twitter also if you still keep the X account, right? And especially when you are actually targeting international market, this is all the social media that you will need to cover. And like I mentioned, the professionalism that you carry is the first thing that people will look at you. The more you talk about health thing in your portfolio, in your personal daily posts, people will start to have that thinking that, oh, you are the go-to person when I talk about health, right? You need to build this kind of impression to the market. Whenever they think about health, they need to think about you, right? This is like how the big company do their branding also. Just now, like I always say, branding is just like a brainwash, okay? Always remember, like when you think about toothpaste, what kind of branding come to your mind? Leave me the comment in the leave me a comment, then we will see how successful the branding is, okay? It's sort of like brand wash as well. So we also, or you or they also need to do the same thing. Let the market see you as the go-to person. When they think about, like I mentioned just now, financial planning, you don't need to shout about your product at all. You don't need to shout about your product, your services that you offer at all. Just purely share your achievement, the knowledge, what's the audience needs to know when they comes into this kind of industry, or when they encounter certain situation, what they need to know, right? What do and don'ts. Like I say just now, come to funeral services, what's the do and don'ts? When come to different religions, there are also do and don'ts, right? If you fit enough to the market about all this kind of information awareness, then when something happen, immediately the first people that might think about is you. It's like when I mentioned to you, what kind of brand comes to your mind when you talk about toothpaste, right? Or shampoo, right? It's the same effect, you know. So that's why I say all social media platform and consistency is the key. Remember, always consistent. Put it consistently. You don't post on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then disappear for 3 weeks and then come again. No, because the more you post on it, the more the platform, like our social media platform, will push you. It's the same like live session that I'm doing right now, from single digit and then eventually to double digit and then to 3 digit of viewer or like, or even sometime now I can see people actually comment on my live session. Previously I don't have all this, but consistent. I make it consistently every Monday 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. It's my live session, and I will share with you about how education can help everyone. Not only about the learners, also about if you aspire to be a trainer but don't know how. engage us. It's just like just now I mentioned about financial planner. Also, this financial planner came to me. I actually know this guy from an event for a training that I attended, and so happened that he heard that, oh, I'm actually running an education platform. He just wanted to know what I'm actually offering to everyone, and then he started to ask me, how do you think that as a financial planner I can leverage on education industry to expand my market? Then this is how we started out the whole conversation. Yeah. Also the same about the funeral services, and I also mentioned to that financial planner and funeral services somehow in the industry, although yes, they are some started to do the information sharing awareness, but there's no one that has been doing this consistently. Okay, like I mentioned just now, consistency is the key. If you're able to do it consistently, build your own IP, your own brand, associate yourself with the business that you are doing, then definitely the business will come to you organically. Like you will be surprised how powerful social media is nowadays. And I have to mention it again, you don't really have to pay expensive advertisement fees right for now. Portray yourself as a professional in your industry is the main key thing for you to expand your market naturally and genuinely, especially to international level. Okay, another person that I recently came across is this guy actually running from wooden industry. His factory produce all the very nice wooden lab table, right? It's like wooden slab table, you know, those kind of like look very fancy, very expensive, like one shot cut from the wood lab and process it become the dining table or office table or bench, all that kind of thing. It's the same. He came to me and say he has been facing this kind of difficulties, how to expand his market or reach out to more people and to stand up from the first most important thing is how to stand up from the competitors. Then I say it's a very interesting industry also, wooden industry. And then I start to ask him about a few questions. Will you really share with your customer how to take care of their wooden furniture? Like how often, and if anything happened to their wooden furniture, what kind of services that or what kind of solutions that you guys will offer? As simple as this is all the information knowledge that the market would like to know, right? I like wooden furniture as well, but because I don't know how to take care of them, so there's a big no to me. I don't want to make myself into this kind of trouble, right? It's like a hassle for me to put extra effort to take care of my wooden furniture. But after I spoke to him, it's actually saying that, hey, as simple as you just use the if like this kind of wooden furniture, if it's dirty, you just wipe it off because it's all already waterproof. But for those that non-treated, then okay, you might need some extra care or extra treatment. That's it, right? It's like, wow, really? Or as simple as like every month or every 2 weeks, you just use bee wax to really like polish them a little bit. That's it. It's like, wow, as simple as that? Yes, as simple as that. But you know why? When I first wanted to move my house, then wooden furniture is my first choice. But when I get to know that, well, I need to do a lot of things about it to take care of it, then it really scared me now. I wouldn't want to buy it anymore because it's a hassle, so much a hassle just because I like the wooden furniture. But at the back end, I need to every week spend time to taking care of them. No, I don't want to do that. Then it stopped me from really buy myself, get myself a whole set of wooden furniture. But the truth is not, because I don't have enough education, I don't have enough awareness or understanding about wooden furniture, that it stopped me become a consumer or client to this kind of factory or manufacturer, right? So that's why I say proper awareness and education always needed in this industry. Don't belittle yourself on the experience, knowledge or skills that you have. There's always someone that wanted to learn about this kind of thing. Like as a consumer, don't you think that I will worry what happened to my wooden furniture if I accidentally pour a cup of water on it, right? Yeah, as simple as this kind of information. But you know what? Because this is not commonly available in the market, or maybe yes, just that you need to go to search. If you do it consistently, like I mentioned, consistently in all social media platform, okay? If I came across this, and like I mentioned just now, once you mention to your phone about this thing, nowadays the algorithm will study, then it will follow you no matter where you go, right? So once you mention about this thing, or once you search about it, if you do it consistently, the social media platform will push it to those persons that will have searched this function or search about this keyword before. Trust me, this is also how miracle the advertisement works, right? Advertisement will push your post to someone that you're really targeted. But always remember, if you put consistently, even without advertisement, as long as you're consistently valuable input, no one has reported on your post or your content before, whenever the same person screen through their social media, they will still get something from you on and off. You will be the to-go person when they think about wooden furniture. Don't you think so? Or when something, maybe they don't buy the wooden furniture from you, but next time when they have some problem about their wooden furniture, they know who to go to, right? They know who to ask for help. Then eventually you already build a relationship with them. Like I mentioned just now, the sales that you manage to capture is not because of how great your product or your service is, but the trust, right? First thing is from the trust itself. So always remember, like I mentioned just now, you don't need to go for expensive advertisement or all that kind of thing, because it won't guarantee you. Might as well you do this consistently while it's still free, right? We post on any social media now, it's free, right? Connect to the right people. Like I said, build your LinkedIn portfolio properly, connect to the right person. And like I say in my previous live session, LinkedIn is the only platform that people willingly to share what's their position and which company they work with, right? You can find all the CEO, COO, CXO, CTO, whatever C-suite there. That is where you can really do some high ticket business, right? High value, high price, right? That is the target audience that you wanted to. That's why for my financial planner customer, first thing I encourage them is go to build your LinkedIn portfolio first, because the so-called 1% target audience that you are aiming is all inside LinkedIn. Not all, at least 30%. C-suite, right? There's no way you can reach out to so many C-suites in one go. If you connect with them, then you consistently put your posts there. Same go to your funeral services. If you go to all your platform, Facebook target 40s and above, IG target like 30 plus, Xiaohongshu go to 20 plus. The education that you bring to them, eventually the more they absorb, the more they receive from you. The thinking process is there, and if anything happens, they know who to go to. Remember, branding. This is how you brand yourself to be a professional within your industry. And if you manage to do so, don't worry. I will always say you have won at least 70% of your competitors, because the market has seen you, right? You are kind of like setting the rules for the industry already, because the markets follow what you say. The market trusts on what you mention, what you say, what you deliver, what output that you give, right? So this is how you stand up yourself, compare with your competitors. This is how you make yourself stand up from others, right? So like I mentioned, I've already shared about 4 different industry: financial planner, funeral services, great health, comprehensive health, and also wooden industry. Hi, Manching Pukorto. Welcome to my live session. And Bowie, thank you for stay tuned. And someone that stay with me for quite long time. When Miss Chong, thank you. Well, if you would like to know more how education can help you to expand your market, your industry, and how to position and promote yourself correctly, build your own IP, do let me know which industry you are from in the comment, and I will share with you how you can do it, or inbox us, then we will chat with you through there and let you know how we can go further. And if you would like to know more about the LinkedIn session that I mentioned just now in my previous live, is always available in our YouTube channel, IBS YouTube channel. You can go there and have a look on it. So always remember, consistently on your output, valuable output, all the information that you have, especially the latest information on regulations, compliance, all kind of thing. Yeah, latest information, simplify it, summarize it, put it into infographic, people easy to understand, to digest. One glance at it, then people will know what to capture. All that kind of useful information, put all that. And then also what kind of myth that you would like to break within your industry. Like just now I mentioned, if I comprehensive health or great health, then it's like the myth of an apple a day, doctor away. Is it still true, or still applicable to nowadays, right? So this is all this kind of thing that your market would like to know. And the more you put out all this kind of information, awareness, education, the more people will receive, and then they will eventually think about you when they think associate the industry with you, right? The ultimate goal is to have your market associate you with certain industry. This is the ultimate goal that we want to achieve. This is how powerful education, especially in social media, can bring you with, right? Remember I say always, in all social media, while we still can post for free, you can have it every day, alternate days, but definitely not alternate week, okay? Don't keep your audience wait too long or market wait too long. Always remember, it's tied with the branding. What's branding is actually brainwash, okay? Branding is a reminder. Remind them about your presence, your brand, your service, your product. It's kind of like brainwash, right? It's like when I mentioned about, even you see the biggest brand in this planet on toothpaste, or even the most luxurious handbag in this earth, in this planet, they are still doing branding, they are still doing education work, right? I always impressed by this one of the biggest handbag, most luxurious handbag in the world. It's like they know there are actually a lot of fake in the market, but they won't report them. But they are actually educating people how to differentiate the real one, genuine one, with the fake one, right? This is how powerful education is. To create the awareness, educate the people, the right information, right education, right knowledge. This is how you can reach more target and get the right target audience comes to you naturally, right? Okay, I think today I have to stop my live session here. I have a meeting need to catch at 2 o'clock. I need to do some preparation, but don't forget every Monday 1 o'clock is my live session, and every day we have different product owner to share with you the benefits and the function features of their product. Do stay tuned with 国际商学院 live TikTok session. Thank you for joining me today, and hope you all have a great afternoon and a great week ahead. If you have any question about my education platform, feel free to come to explore edu.isibs.com, edu.isibs.com. Okay, if you would like to chat to me more also, actually you can drop us an email inquiry and we will reply to you as soon as possible, or also drop me an inbox in my TikTok account also. Thank you everyone, and hope to see you all again next week, same time, 1 p.m. Monday. Bye.